come to an end. We finished the season 7-10.
Mm-hmm.
Not what I expected. I thought we was gonna be 5-12, so that's 2 games over. But of course, any Washington fan, we want to, of course, win our division and then go to Super Bowl, and then, but it didn't happen.
I mean, let me just say this: we are longtime fans, right?
All my life.
I don't know that I've ever felt as blah about the team as I do. I still love them. They're still my team. I'm not going to be cheering for nobody else. But I don't have that excitement that I used to have about the team. When I'm watching the game, I can get into it, but I don't feel that pride or that excitement that I can't wait till next year. I don't have that. They're talking about doing this new, name reveal on 2/2/22. I could care less. I want to know what the name is, but they're trying to build this anticipation and this excitement. I don't feel anything. It's just so much wrong with the team. And again, they're my team. I still love them. It's so much wrong with them that I feel like they're throwing this name reveal out to try to pull people back in. They're bleeding.
Deflect and mm-hmm.
They're bleeding.
And deflect from the culture of the team. They still haven't done anything with that congressional investigation. They still haven't fixed the culture of the team. So you doing this name reveal and new mascot and new logo for what? Just let it be done. Deal with the underlying issues that's causing you. And it's not just us, Sabrina. So many people around the DMV have the same sentiment and feelings as you do. That I'm almost there. I'm not there. I'm still a little excited because I love, but you're right. So many people are in this whatever mode.
There also another thing they need to do, which we can get into that. They need a new stadium bad. Some months ago they showed video of the pipe leaking and leaking the sewage and the pee on the people.
And now the whole rail fell when Jaden and it was going up but I must say all that topple over with Eagles fans, so that's not right, but yeah, then they showed the whole guardrail. It's a mess. The
whole stadium is a mess. I think that sewage and that railing falling over are symbols of how this team is. It's terrible. It's just a big fat mess. They need a new stadium. They need a new owner, which is not gonna. I don't know that's gonna happen. The name change. It's just it doesn't feel the same. Maybe I'll feel differently. Maybe I'll get excited again. But I feel like I'm jaded now. Like I don't care.
They fixing surface issues without dealing with the underlying issue. This stuff they doing is surface. It has nothing to do with to make the team better.
Yeah.
And don't think you're gonna pull me back in by calling us the commandos. We the dum-dums, if you ask me, or the red nose.
Commanders.
I said it right.
Commanders.
You know what I said. You know why I said it.
Oh gosh.
I said it right. But still, so that's that. So hopefully they address the issues in the draft. We need another target for McLaurin. See, my biggest fear, because it usually happens, they're gonna give it some time. Like we had to go back and watch one of my old shows. We was talking about would you leave to get a ring? Mm-hmm. And I feel like McLaurin may be ready to go. Because look how he's one of the top wide receivers in the NFL, but they never get him somebody to go across the field to line up with him, to team up with him. Like Coop got Lamb, you know what I'm saying? You need to have more than one target, and I feel like he's always the primary target. How much more? I mean, how do I say that? How better would his stats be if they had another person to throw to? Because if everybody knows it's going to him, just hunker him down and hold him down. But even with that, he still does phenomenal in his own right. So imagine if they had another target. I feel like they need to address that offensive line. They need to get another target. They need definitely a safety.
Okay.
Or a corner.
Okay, and let's talk about to me, the elephant in the room. Who's the quarterback going to be?
Oh, geez.
Who's the quarterback?
It's there. I'm inclined to say go get somebody. I'm ready for us to throw out. If everything pans out on February the 6th and everything comes out with Deshaun and his deposition, I'm ready for us to throw our hat in the ring for Deshaun or go get somebody.
When you say get somebody, you mean through trade or through the draft?
Okay, let me holler at you. Let's be very clear. If you're going to get somebody through the trade or free agency, they can't be old. They can't be 1 billion years old. That's number one. And number two, prime example, and I hate to use this analogy, but this is one that I think will fit well with what we're talking about. Dak is an exceptional quarterback, but the coach sucks. So you can't have an exceptional quarterback with a subpar coach. I'm sorry. Okay. But so it needs to be somebody that can train that person up, that can help them grow. But just look, to take an example, McCarthy. Aaron, he left. Now Aaron gonna be a back-to-back MVP. We're gonna talk about that later. But you see, our boy went in there and they still flourishing. His numbers got better. He done got better. So McCarthy is Dallas now. I'm talking about the liar. Numbers then got better, and now he's gonna be a back-to-back, probably a potential back-to-back MVP. You know, so I just say they need, if they're gonna bring somebody from the draft, we can't. It has to be somebody in between him and Rivera. That's all I'm saying. Or whoever the quarterback coach is now, they need to upgrade.
And since we're on the quarterback comments, I texted you a couple days ago the picture of Fitzpatrick or whatever at the Bills game, half naked, talking about for the Bills. I had a problem with that. You played a half or a quarter of one game for Washington, got injured, haven't heard from you since, and now you're showing up in the Bills stadium half naked cheering for the Bills. I understand that you spent a great deal of your career there. I get it. But to me, and this is the analogy that I gave someone. Someone's like, ain't nothing wrong with that. He just living his life. He can't help. He got injured. Let me tell you something. If I'm the CEO of Coca-Cola and I look up and one of my board members is at a party cheering for Pepsi.
The Pepsi halftime show on the stage.
That's a problem. To me, you robbed us. To me, that shows you don't care. To me, that shows it wasn't even about really wanting to win or play football. You wanted
it's about them 14 bands he got. That 14 million he got. I'm telling you, Sabrina, this team is dysfunctional from the top down. If the head is sick, the body will follow. I wasn't surprised when you sit there and you was all in your feelings. I was like, I expect that and more. Nobody have no loyalty nowadays, especially somebody that paid a quarter of half of what he did, 1/4 of a game. He came for the money. He wasn't vested. He know he's not coming back. So he gonna go live his best life. And he gonna get on the bandwagon of the team that he feel, because we picked him, could possibly win the whole thing. This is the part of the show we hate. We have to give our condolences. Montez Sweat lost his brother last month, and also
DeShazer Everett,
was in a car accident where his significant other was killed.
Yeah.
Our hearts and prayers go out to their families. It must be hard because they still have to perform when these things happen.
And thankfully, not thankfully, that's the wrong word, but it happened at the end of the season, so they have the off season to kind of deal with it. And I believe Montez had lost his mother
last year. So that's
two of the people closest to you, your mother and your brother. So like really, if you think of him, like say a little prayer, because that's a lot to deal with. You want him to be a whole person off the field,
And yes. So there were some positive takeaways, 2 positive takeaways I saw for this year, even though we finished 7-10.
Mm-hmm.
The running back tandem with McKissick, Gibson, and Patterson. I think they did a great job with them. I don't foresee that's an area that they need to be visiting during the draft. It wasn't a standout with just Chase and Sweat this year. Allen and Payne got involved, which Allen made Pro Bowl. So that was good because remember last year Chase, but long story short. So those are the 2 things. I think the defense is not just looking at Sweat and Chase to be their standout, that they're all getting involved and standing out. So those are my 2 areas positive areas. Name one from positives that you saw this season, Sabrina, and what are you looking for in the upcoming season, 22-23 season?
Okay, let me try. I told you I'm not that excited, so let me try.
One thing.
What positive did I see? McLaurin did well.
We did have a Pro selection.
Jonathan Allen did well. He made the Pro Bowl.
Yeah.
What was the other
And
one?
your Brian Sharp, your two boys.
Brandon Sharp.
Brandon Sharp, whatever.
So,
your offensive boy and your defensive boy.
So, and let's talk about that because he may not be here next year. We've already franchise tagged him, I think, twice.
So this is it.
And we've offered him top dollar and he didn't take it. So to me, that means he wants to go somewhere else.
Yeah, because he want to win a ring.
So we don't know. We will see him next year. I hope we do, but we can live.
A couple of people gonna be. That's my fifth, Sabrina. They're gonna take so long getting this team right from the foundation right that they're gonna lose some essential players. Wait, just prolong and forget the name. And we could have been the Washington football team forever. Fix your cultural problems. Fix them.
And then we can talk about a name and get excited.
Exactly.
And
what you looking forward to in the draft? What you looking forward to?
Yeah, we need offensive linemen. I agree with you there. We need another target, wide receiver. We need that. We need a corner. Like you said, everything you said, I agree.
I'm Gwen.
I'm Sabrina.
Stay safe, stay blessed, subscribe, love someone. Bye.